How you doing, everybody? Jeff here, creator of LickMyAxe.com. I'm here with guitar tech Johnny Lane. He's worked with bands like Last Tiger, Honeymoon Suite, and The Tea Party. Johnny, how you doing? Good. Thanks for being here today. Today's subject is probably one of interest for newer guitar players. We're going to be demonstrating how to change strings on a guitar. So if it's your first time giving it a try, you might want to take a little bit of advice because it'll save you a lot of headache in the end. So Johnny, I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you think?
Perfect. So we're going to take our string here and we're going to feed it through the tail piece here. Now I've already put these two strings on, and these strings here are what you call the wound strings on the electric guitar, which means they have a string and then there's coil wrapped around them. So these ones are a little different than the unwound strings on this side of the guitar. So what we're going to do is going to feed it through the eye of our machine head there, and because these are very short posts, we're not going to have to wrap it around too much, but note that on a lot of guitars the post is a fair bit higher on stuff like Stratocasters and Tellys and stuff like that, so you will want to wrap the string around the machine head about 2 to 3 times. This one will probably only go about 1.5 times around, so we are going to give it about this much slack for this, but say on another guitar that had more, you'd probably want to lift it up at probably about 4.5 inches of slack. So what we're going to do is give it some slack, and to make things easy and so that the string's sort of not in your way, we're going to cut it beforehand, but you definitely have to make sure that you have enough slack, because if you cut it beforehand you are going to have to either get a new string and it's not going to wrap around enough for you. So I've cut it there. Now I'm going to take it, I'm just going to let a little bit of it peek out there and start winding. Now you want the part that's peeking out there to go over top of it, so you want to wind underneath that and till it winds around a couple of times here. Okay, so that one's secure. Now we're going to move on to the unwound strings. Now this one I have a little trick for to keep it from slipping on you. If you just wrap it around, I mean you can wrap it around about 1 or 2 times or 3 times and it won't really slip, but just for some extra assurance I like to do a little under-over technique. So again, we're going to feed this through the tail piece here. Same kind of thing. And it's a little trickier on 3 and 3 headstock because the pegs are on the opposite side, so they will be winding the opposite way than what you did in the first place on this one. It's kind of a good note to sort of take into consideration, because if you do it, you can go the other way, but it really doesn't work too well, and it's not really conventional. So this one we're gonna give it a fair bit more slack because of the diameter is a lot thinner. So we can put this one around this machine head a fair bit more. So we're going to give it about 4.5 inches of slack. Now we're going to do the same thing and cut it. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. Now on this one, it's going to be a little trickier to see here. But what we want to do here is we want to take it, let a little bit out there. We're going to go underneath it. And for the second time that little part that comes around, we're going to go over top of it this time. Now after we've come around and gone over top of it again, we're going to go underneath the first winding that we had originally. And that's going to give it a nice secure sort of pinch on the string. And basically what we're going to do is repeat that for the next 2, and that's just some helpful tips, and I hope it was helpful. And thank you for watching.